Hey YouTube, this is Kyle. Just gonna do a little video for you guys in regards to why I bought a Ralliart instead of an Evo. Biggest differences between the two, other than obviously cost. There's a substantial difference between the starting price of an Evo and a Ralliart. Depending on what trim you get, depends on price difference essentially. In Canada, an Evo is extremely expensive. It's like $50,000 to $60,000, I believe, for the base model. I don't even want to get into the performance trim. That's just ridiculous. But what they focus on the Evo is this is not your daily driven car anymore. This is a play toy. This, performance-wise, is more robust. You have a bigger turbo, better suspension, better braking. Upgraded stock rims. You have the BBS rims that come with it, 18s I believe. Those are very nice rims. You have the Brembo braking system. Don't ask me what the suspension is, but compared to the Ralliart, where you just have regular braking pads are not slotted drilled or anything like that. They're not any kind of fancy name brand. They're just the generic Mitsubishi brakes, and they just have a little bit bigger of a disc is all. The turbo in the Ralliart puts out 26 foot-pound of boost, whereas the Evo puts out 32. I think. Don't quote me on that. That's what I've heard and told by dealerships. But we all know how they roll. So basically, the reason why I didn't get the Evo is because it would be too expensive for me to buy it off the bat. I'd be able to afford the payments, but I wouldn't be able to afford to live. I wouldn't be able to drive the thing. The other thing would be insurance costs. Insurance for the Ralliart and the Evo, you're going from it says Lancer on the Ralliart's title, and Ransler is a four-door sedan. It's just a family car with a little bit extra pep in its step. Whereas the Evo, it doesn't. It's in a completely different category, and it is in this category of sports car. And a little red flag goes up when that comes up, and then when it sees that the owner/operator is under 25, that's another red flag. And right there, you're looking at a very, very, very expensive bracket for insurance. And if you have tickets or accidents on top of that, it gets even worse. Like substantially worse. It'll almost double if you have an accident. So between cost of the Evo itself, the cost of insurance to drive the Evo, and then the cost to replace parts on the Evo if something happens, holy jeez, you need to have a second job just to afford the Evo itself. The other thing is, I chose the Ralliart because I could personalize it a lot more than the Evo. The Evo is a beautiful machine. It's like, I almost wouldn't want to touch any bit of it. But performance-wise, there's not a lot you can do to the Evo without breaking your bank. Like, you have to throw some serious dough at the Evo just to change one simple part to get very minimal gain. Like, you don't get a lot of horsepower from little changes like the exhaust or the intake unless you tune it. So you have to tune it, change the exhaust and intake to get your first big bump, and then you'd have to change out the turbo, turn up the boost a little bit, and I don't know exactly how much you'd gain there, but that would be your first and only big gain. After that, it'd just be all tuning, and fiddling with the numbers a lot. That's something that I'm not good at, and it's something that I don't want to be throwing a lot of money at too. At the same time, you'd never be able to afford to drive the thing after that. Like, it'd be like opening up a 4-liter jug of water and dumping it upside down, and that's your fuel going away. So that's the big reason why I didn't even bother to look at the Evo. It'd just be way too expensive for me. And I like the Ralliart. It's got everything that I need, and I know that if I had an Evo as well, I would probably be dead. I would probably die. Those are the reasons why I did it. I tried to hold myself back a little bit. I'd love to have an Evo. I wouldn't feel safe driving it. It's just a monster. Those are my reasons. Let me know what you guys think. That's all I got on that. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. 92 Just a Lancer.